because I used to have a Harley years ago.
It's the funny. It doesn't translate when you tell the story.
It doesn't.
But it's so funny.
It was high. Well, me on this motorcycle was probably the most hilarious.
He was going on a road trip with his new hog buddies.
Dude, I picked this. I hope the guy I bought this from isn't listening. But I went and picked this motorcycle up over here in rich part of town. And so it was like $15,000.
Oh, for a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Al.
Used.
Oh, Al's real good with his money.
Used.
Clearly.
Gosh,
So,
I mean, before I met Al, I just hear these stories about how he had like a personal shopper at Neiman Marcus who used to bring him clothes. And now I'm like, what happened?
Dude, this motorcycle was pimped out. Twisted spokes, braided cape,
I'm
everything.
sure
Anyway,
it was.
I didn't know. I hadn't ridden a motorcycle in a long time. And the one that I did have was an automatic. It was like one step up from a moped.
It was a Vespa, pretty much?
It was a Honda Express. Like, it was This is so stupid when I tell this story. So I went and picked the motorcycle up, and I knew.
Are motorcycles like cars? Like you can get them automatic, or you can get them like with gear shift?
Some. Most are manual. But anyway, so I knew either the gear shift is on the left, right? You have to change them with your foot.
Just tap it down, right?
And it was either 1 up and 5 down or something like that, or 1 down and 5 up. I wasn't sure. So
He didn't ask.
So I didn't. I was too embarrassed to ask the man.
Why are you embarrassed?
I was too embarrassed to ask the man how to shift the gears.
Who cares?
So he cranked it up for me. I'm in his driveway of this big mansion. He cranks it up for me and puts it in neutral. I'm like, okay, man. All right. I guess I'll talk to you later.
So you paid for it?
Paid for it.
It's yours now.
I'm about to drive off, right? And there's this long street. And I said, I felt it kind of jerk. I said, well, I think it's in first gear.
I think it's in first gear. That's always a good sign.
It's this beautiful motorcycle. So I'm driving down the street, and I know he's like at his door, like just listening or whatever.
Yeah, he's probably weeping. Like, my wife made me get rid of my $15,000 motorcycle.
It was loud. And I'm going down the street, and I was afraid.
And the neighbors are probably having a celebration. It's gone forever.
I'm afraid to try and change the gear because I don't know how, and I don't want to fall like a block from his house. So I rode all the way down the street in first gear. I'm like, like for 2 miles. And I finally got it in second gear, and I never changed gears again until I got home. And I got home in second gear, and I'm trying to push it into my garage because I'm just thanking the Lord that I haven't fallen down and killed myself. I don't.
How long did it take you to get home? An hour?
I'm pushing it in my garage and burnt the crap out of my leg because I didn't know how to push it properly.
Pipe, yeah.
Hit the exhaust pipe. I didn't ride that thing for another 2 weeks.
And then he decided he was going to take a road trip with his hog buddies from Dallas to Austin.
We went to Austin, to the Harley rally.
Oh, no.
He was scared to death the whole time he's riding down the interstate clutching, and all these 18-wheelers are passing. He'd be like, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord.
That whimper Al makes.
Every time an 18, you imagine being on a motorcycle and a huge 18-wheeler comes barreling past you.
My God.
And you're still stuck in second gear. Did you ever ride it after that?
I
you got
did.
home and that was it.
No, I did ride it a few times. I sold that doggone thing after about a year. I probably put 100 miles on it in the course of a year.
Here's Big Al Mac on his motorcycle.
Okay, here we go, man. They claim.
I was the most petrified Harley rider owner with the most beautiful bike.
I think it would have been better if you had just like gotten to the end of the block and then brought it back to the driveway. Like, I don't know how to do this.
Buyer's remorse.
I want my money back.
Subscribe now for more videos from Kid Craddock in the Morning. And check us out at kidnation.com. It's Kid Craddock in the Morning.